The gaming industry has changed. Hardware costs a lot more, physical media is on the way out, and exclusive games matter less. This video will be a bit different from my usual content, part rant, part update, so let's see what's changing for gamers. Okay, the increased prices will affect gamers the most. I bought the PS5 Disc version back in March 2021 for $500, and the price stayed the same for a few years. We got the first price increase by $50 in August 2025 due to tariffs, and back in April, there was another price bump because of shortages for memory and storage. If you check Sony's website today, the digital PS5 will cost you $600 for 825 gigs, and the disc version at $650 for 1TB. I also picked up the PS5 Pro back in December 2024, and that was $700. That same 2TB console is now $900. If you do the math, that's a 30 to 50% increase compared to their launch prices. Alright, the Switch 2 is not as expensive. I got the Mario Kart World bundle at launch for $500, and you can still pick one up today at the same price, but you can choose one of 3 games to download: Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, or Pokemon Pokopia. Nintendo already raised prices in Japan, but in other regions on September 1st, there'll be a $50 price increase. So $500 for a Switch 2 by itself, no game included. I'm not sure if the game bundle will disappear, but I'm guessing those will start at $550. So PC gaming took the biggest hit. I actually built mine earlier this year, and I got somewhat lucky on timing. I ordered most of the parts before the whole AI demand. If I head over to PC Part Picker, the same build today will cost about $3,700. 64 gigs of DDR5 RAM is a crazy $1,100. The 5080 Founders Edition hasn't changed, but that's $1,000. So the RAM and GPU take up over half the cost of this build. I have a separate video on my PC build, so if you're interested, I'll leave it in the cards and link it in the description box below. There's also the Steam Deck. I paid $550 last December, and now that same model is $790, which is more expensive than a base PS5. And don't forget about the 1TB version for $950, more than a PS5 Pro. The Steam Machine, which I decided not to buy, starts at $1,050 for 512 gigs with no controller, and goes all the way up to $1,430 for 2TB with a Steam controller and faceplates. I was gonna get one, but not at that price. Plus, I'm very happy with my PC. Storage tells the same story. You can add additional storage to any PS5 model. The PS5 Pro currently has a 2TB Samsung 990 Pro, which retails for $640. I bought it last October for $130. The PC has the same SSD, and the original PS5 has a 1TB Samsung 980 Pro. I actually took it out, and now it's in the PC. I want to try gaming on Linux, but I'll save that for another day. And if you haven't seen it yet, SanDisk released their 8TB Optimus GX Pro 850p for over $2,000. It's made for the PS5, but costs like 4 times more. Physical media is slowly going away. PlayStation and Xbox have their cloud streaming, and some Nintendo games are so large that they need to be downloaded. You still get the game box and cartridge, but it's the game key. We probably saw this coming though. Sony and Microsoft have a disc and digital version of their consoles. Nintendo is like in between, and PC has been digital for a long time. But on July 1st, Sony had a blog post that basically confirmed a digital future. Physical games will be discontinued in January 2028. Luckily, any new game up until then will still have a disc version, but there are some exceptions like GTA 6. A lot of PS5 fans aren't happy with this. At the time of this recording, the blog post has over 9,000 comments, and there's even a petition with over 360,000 signatures. Sony is seeing everything, but they're sticking with their plan. I'm not sure how accurate this is, but about 80% of game sales are digital only. Microsoft might follow Sony since they're testing a disc to digital feature for Xbox games. There are pros and cons to both sides. Digital is just for convenience. Download the game and play. And as a fairly new PC gamer, there are a lot more sales. I have a whole backlog of games from the seasonal Steam sales. But on PS5, it's the opposite. Disc version tends to go on sale more than digital. It's mainly at full price even for an older game. There's also cloud streaming if the game supports it. It's nice to have options, but taking something away that no one asked for is just not cool. I've been gaming for a long time, and there's something about holding a game or seeing your favorites all laid out. I didn't know you can frame games, but I have my original Kingdom Hearts on the wall. And Stellar Blade is still not up yet. You could also sell your games, trade them in, or let a friend borrow it. The PS6 is looking like it's going to be a digital-only console. The thing that worries me is the whole ownership or license. Technically, you don't own a digital game, you buy a license to play it. So if that game gets taken off the store, it's basically gone. You can still play it, you just can't re-download it. There's still plenty of time, but eventually, the store for PS5 will be shut down just like the PS3 and PS Vita. It's worth having a backup of your games in case you want to replay them in the future. Exclusive games don't mean much these days, at least not for me. It's just one less thing to worry about. Nintendo is the only exception with Mario, Kirby, Pokemon, but you can play older titles, just not legally. The other games I play are multi-platform. Final Fantasy VII Revelation will launch on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch 2, PC, all on day one. Stellar Blade is on PS5, PC, and now is heading to Switch 2. GTA 6 will be on PlayStation and Xbox. I even have the main Final Fantasy games, except 11 and 14, in my Steam library. There are still a handful of exclusive games. Sony's first-party titles like Wolverine will be a PS5 exclusive. Microsoft has their Gears of War E-Day on Xbox, but technically it's not an exclusive since it'll be on PC. Exclusives are still there, but it's just a shorter list, and one less reason to choose one platform over the other. The Switch 2 is the most affordable option right now. It has all of Nintendo's first-party games, as well as some popular third-party ones. But if you're looking for better graphics and performance, the PS5 is a decent middle ground option. But for the best gaming experience, PC wins if you're willing to pay that higher price tag. I don't think prices will return to normal. People are still buying consoles and PC parts at these levels, so there's no reason for companies to roll back. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I post new videos. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!